which is wired to the ECOS. That's for my camera, you know, the camera trains.
Right.
That one's a camera train. And I've got a couple on the shelf there, which are camera trains as well.
I'm going to sneak in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit, if you can get through there, I mean, by all means.
Oh, I can. I'll be very careful.
It's a bit, like I say, you just got to watch anything go so I can get through there. But...
ladies and gentlemen, I am actually at one of my meccas. This is Jim from Hover Motions. Amazing layout. I'll tell you what, this does not look smaller in person. This looks brilliant. I still got to fix my windmill. You got yours running over there. I got to fix mine.
Yeah.
I've got the parts. I finally found the last missing part. I just got to sit down and do it. And now that I actually have time and motivation. Oh, well, Brian Finn from Finnerton Central asked me about it a long time ago. Do you mind if I do a quick reverse? So, yeah. There we go.
Can you see it with the light?
Yep, I got it. Jim from Hover Motion. I'm not worthy, but he let me in anyhow. This is amazing.
When did you get in the attic at last, after all these years?
Oh, I can't believe I'm here. I'm looking at these trains, and I don't know if it was just set up this way, but you've got the Railjet, you got the ICEs. Yeah. It's like you're thinking, yeah, I'll sit. This is just fabulous. Oh my gosh. The blimp, the balloon, the mountains.
So, obviously I've got that wind turbine on it, so that one works as well, the other one to the right.
Now, is that an HO scale turbine, or did you do the O scale?
That's the HO.
Okay.
There are some N scale buildings, like the Blick. That's N scale.
Right.
You know, it's just to give it some sort of height definition, you know.
Exactly.
There's a couple of buildings in the distance that are N gauge. They're not actually HO.
I can see them. But yeah, you get that perspective.
And the one, the turbine to the right of you, that was an operational one.
Oh, nice. Because I had one guy from Germany, he said just buy the O scale ones. They're closer to actual.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, part of that's got to be room.
Yeah, so that's the automation program. So this is set at 12 o'clock. Every 30 seconds equals 1 minute. So
okay.
It's running at twice the normal speed at real time.
Gotcha.
So these are all the schedules running on the timetable. So if I press the start button to get things going, so all I do now is press one click, and that the layout will run for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Without me doing anything at all, I'll just work all the points. If there's any delays or hold-ups, it'll work it out and shuffle all that. You know,
right.
If it thinks the point doesn't fire or there's going to be a crash, it'll divert, you know, stop trains on blocks, just like in real life. So I start that. So what's going to happen now?
Okay.
Is there should be a little train coming out the main station in about 30 seconds. That'll go to the refueling depot. But we should start going any second now. Just waiting for it to kick off now. It's better, isn't it? You've just got this feeling so much not going to happen.
This is too brilliant.
Not real. Exactly.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
And see it, you'll love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday to all of you on the other side of this camera. Hope you're doing well. Seem to get a few people coming in. I'm keeping an eye on who's popping in here. Nice to have you all. It's another Friday. Been a relatively quiet week other than just my own obsession working on Clarke, and we had a small plumbing disaster in our bedroom that I stupidly tried to fix myself for 2 days before I gave up and called in a pro. But you hate to admit it, but my snake just wasn't long enough and the plumber had a bigger snake. But anyhow, I hope you're all well. As I said, I'm not in the tightest circle. Other people know more. I have not heard about Bernie in a couple of days, but hopefully he's recovering and doing well. You're here, but not reliably. Hi, Lindy. Simon, you got your, what was it? Warship? No, not warship class. Which one was it you just mentioned? And my brain farted already. Merchant Navy. Gotcha. The Merchant Navy. That's cool. All right, so let's get into the greetings, and then I'll do my usual pre-show babble. I've got in alphabetical order because it's the only way to go. Just entering in 156 Andrew. How are you? A couple of cool videos today. Christopher's Hobby Blog. You've live streamed about 3 times in the last few days, and I missed all of them except for the one before I came on today because I actually had some free time because I wasn't throwing my back out trying to plumb or wallpaper and paint and all that stuff. Digger Evans is here. Nice to have you. Andy, you made it in. Hopefully your internet will be reliable, but it's great to see you there. Ifo Fanzan, our encyclopedia of train knowledge, one of our 3 encyclopedias we go to, at least for the European world. John Benicki, nice to have you. Joseph Agliato, the Sergeant at Arms for the Knights of the Rhomboid Table. Dwight from Curly Express is here. Kiwi Dave, a wonder from down under, is here. Leslie, the amazing videographer, is here as well. My daughter Lindy. And Kyan! Hi, Kyan. Opa loves you. I know you didn't want to leave today, but today was an unscheduled visit. So Kyan came over and visited for a little bit today and was not happy when he was leaving, although I'm sure he quickly adjusted once he was in the car going. Andy from March West Junction, great to see you, my friend. Let's see, we've got Mick has opened the bar, so we're good there. I guess we should declare Mick the official barkeep of the Knights of the Rhomboid Table, but we'll have to come up with a name for the inn, the pub, the kneipe for the Knights of the Rhomboid Table. I'll have to come up with a name for that. Dino is here from the Model Railway Shed. Nice to have you. Dino, I just looked, and for some reason what I sent you to the UK is now in Copenhagen and just left Copenhagen. I don't know why it went to Copenhagen to go to the UK, but I don't know. It always scares me when something takes a route I don't expect it to take. Race Fan is here. Randall Ellison, how you doing, Fredo, my friend? Hopefully you've been enjoying your character's active involvement. I think he has one more scene tomorrow, I think. Or was the other scene, but yeah. Raymond Legs is here, one of our other encyclopedias. Simon, SJ Dusty is here. Stuart is here, who's put up a few videos. I've caught them all. I think I've commented on them all, I think. Thomas from Split Rock has joined us today. Nice to have you here, Thomas, my friend. Hope you're well. Look, Raymond Anthony 127 just popped in. And let's see, you and the Growler, who put up a great video. I watched it. I have not commented on it. I am trying to catch up, but I am preoccupied with my Matt Clarke stuff, and I've been working on various household things, including plumbing, for the last 2 days, which I wasn't expecting on. I was hoping to catch up, and just as I caught up, I fell behind. Let's see, we got Tom Couples. Paul from Tommy's Station is here. Chris from Bally's 56 is here. The Warwick Road Andy is here because we have so many Andys. Kyle Stevens popped in while I was looking the other way. DES Media Productions is here. Welcome in. So that is who is here according to my chat list. To those in the background, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. And if not, leave now. Don't leave. You know, we got a couple of people that like to just pop in, give a thumbs down, and leave. A couple of trolls. But there it is. All right, so maybe the biggest announcement will come when Joyce gets here. So we'll have to wait for that. One thing, I've seen several of my friends on Facebook and on YouTube. Time to trim the mustache, apparently. And I wanted to talk about last week, and I didn't. It's a good time to talk about it here. Is a lot of guys have said that they're giving up on YouTube. They're not getting the views. It doesn't seem worth it. And I don't know. I don't know. I know people put a lot of work and effort into production, and I think sometimes that goes into some of the viewership. But guys, viewership is, you know, first of all, stop following the analytics. Think of why you came onto YouTube. When you went onto YouTube, how many people did you expect to watch your videos? How many people did you truly expect to join your channel and watch you talk your trains? And I guarantee the number you're at is probably higher now than the number you expected when you started. I sure as heck did not expect 100 to 200 to 300 people to watch my videos. And that this channel has grown despite everything I do to keep this channel from growing. It's everybody goes on for different. And maybe you start putting stuff on and you want to show the community what you can do. And there's a lot of great channels that have 100, 200 subscribers and their videos get 50, 60, 70 views. And then some schmuck puts up a lame video and gets 10,000 views. There's no logic. There is a thing to the universe that just doesn't add up to what you're doing. Hey, somebody just popped in. Lee just came in. And who else did I see? And we got News Session. Welcome, News Session. Are you a model train person? Or a comedian? Hey, Rayron. You know, and it's not a competition. The only competition is maybe with yourself if you're trying to improve. And even that, if it's just about sharing the love of what you do. But to me, and again, I have my perspective. I'm biased. My goal was to meet people. I realized long ago it was to meet people, and I've met people. Mission accomplished. And there's no logical reason why this channel has 1,485 viewers and somebody else's channel with a beautiful layout. You know, I can think of so many channels that have a lot less subscribers than I have that should have more than me based on quality of production and what they do. There's no rhyme or reason. And in the end, it's just, you know, come to YouTube to be with friends in the community, to be with people. come to YouTube. And if your goal is to make money, well, then there are a few things you really have to do. If your goal is to get views, there's a lot of things you have to do. And again, there are ways of cheating. And my friend Mark, who I think is lurking in the background, he's touched upon one of the, quote, latest. But I've seen this in comic, train, toy collecting, baseball card. You know, there's people that find a shortcut to get attention and to make sure their videos get seen. And you just... I'm upset by a couple of stunts people are doing. But at the same time, hey, more power to them. If that's what gets them views and that's what they're after is views and not friendship and meeting people, then more power to them. But in the end, that's what it's about. My goal was to meet people who could help me a bit with the Märklin system, just to go. But in the end, I just wanted to meet people. I just wanted to hang out with people, and my channel's gone from trying to be somebody who's showing you how he builds his layout and doing that to, hey, here's my new train. Do you like it? If you don't like it, there's the door. Goodbye. Which sounds mean when you say it, but it's what it's about. We are, we get caught up in the analytics. We get caught up in, you know, that guy's got more subscribers than I have, or that video got more views than my video has, and you can't do that. It's not a competition. It's a free market, and people make great goods. There were great car companies that made great cars, and they died, and they're crappy cars that continue to get sold. Just, you know, kind of always take a step back. And when you start pressuring yourself and losing the mojo, just remember what this hobby is about. It's about your love of trains. All right, so that is my rant and high horse. So let's go on to the good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto the 11-lane view. As you guys know, I did post a video that wasn't Matt Clarke for the first time in a couple of weeks. And there it is, right in the middle of your screen, my new little Roco Class 218. And to go with it, I've got my other 218. So I've got my Märklin Cottbus 218 and this other 218 from this little, I shouldn't say little, but this company called Press. And I made it a freighter today. I have seen it, when I was in Germany, I've seen it pulling both freight and passenger service. Yeah, try getting a Darwin Award. There's a good one. But even in our community, EFO, certain people definitely, you know, they know how to, they've created channels that get thousands and thousands of views. And I guess we all, I shouldn't say we all aspire to that, but some people do. But my thing is, there's a lot of small channels, guys that never got above 400 or 500, and they're frustrated because they're not getting the views, or they're not getting the views they used to get 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, everybody was home on their butts. Now everybody's back to work. Plus, there's probably 5 times as many channels for model trains as there were just 2 years ago. I'm a relative latecomer myself, but I've been on YouTube now for 4.5 years as a model train guy. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, but no, since 2009, so 14 years. But as a model train guy for 5. Started my channel in 2018, November of 2018, so 4.5 years. But yeah, there is that really cool, nice looking Class 218. So I decided to run my other 218, and I said, what the heck, I'm going to run diesels. All the long distance traffic on my layout today is diesel. In the bottom left-hand corner there, you see my Class 218 pulling an Intercity 1. That's that black and white 218. And then in red on lane 2 is a Class 245 locomotive from Brawa, which I want to keep my eye on during this live stream. It was being a little silly at times during warm-ups, so I'll keep my eye on that one. And then the new Class 218 blue, back right in the middle. And then I have, and Jean Ricard's not going to be here today, so I guess I should have just run them, but running Steuerwagen first, control cab car first today, is the Metronom and my IC2, and then way in the back, I'm running that Class 440. So let's get some trains in action and let the yakking and chatting begin. Now, the 245 here does have a built-in, which I could adjust if I wanted to, but I don't see why I need to. It has a built-in takeoff, slow takeoff and going bit. All right, let's see. Are you ready to go? There he goes. All right, so there goes the new guy. Getting into motion. Who's got the squeaky wheel? All right, let's get this metronome into action. I'm going to run these trains a little bit slower than normal today, just to give people a better view as they go around. All right, now I can pay attention to the chat a little bit more, see what people are saying, because when I'm ranting, I don't look to see what people are saying to see if they agree with. Any trains by Thierry Ferroviaire? I've seen them, but no, obviously I've never owned. You can count the companies I've owned on one hand. Mr. Rilliard, welcome in. Let's see anybody else who came in. Hi, came in. Nice to have you. Kieran came in, who's popped up a couple of videos today. That was the first time you posted videos in a long time, Kieran. I was very happy to see that. I hope that doesn't sound silly to say it, but when I saw that you had posted a couple of videos, I was very, very happy. All right, so let's start going through some of the views here. Wow, yeah, that is a long night, Randall. 14 and a half hours. You did 2 trips, 2 crews. Well, everybody's crossing right in front of this camera. Bad timing on my part. Or good timing. All right, let's see the guy in action rolling here. Very nice, smooth runner. Am I going to be on your live stream tonight? What time is your live stream tonight? Because usually I get off at 6 and then I tend to watch Vinny's at 8 o'clock because I don't know anybody else's streaming. So I can pop in, but between 6 and 8 is sort of Joyce comes home from work and relaxes. 4:30 p.m. Well, I'll be here till 6, so unfortunately... now again, 4:30, what time? I mean, is that Eastern time here in the United States? Because I'm on from 3:30 to, it used to be 3:30 to 5:30. Now I'm 3:30 to 6. I've been 3:30 to 6 for almost a year now. Okay, so unfortunately, I'll be on my stream. Sorry about that, Mr. Rilliard. I'll be on my stream. I know most people only stream for about an hour, but I've been doing Fridays for like 3.5 years. 3 years. And nobody else has been on, and it just got a habit that I would go for 2 hours. My apologies. I don't like to overrun people. But I will try to catch up and watch it on replay. Hey, Andy T. Another Andy has come in. Oh, you live stream for 3 hours, so after mine, I could still pop in for yours for a bit. That works. That works. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to try to do the 24-hour live stream like some people I know. But See, the one thing I haven't learned to do, and I know you can do it, I just got to look up how to do it, is to have this just automatically rotate through the cameras rather than me do it manually. Then I don't have to worry about it. Oh, that's the bridge cam. Why is no, that's this cam. Why are you tilted funny? Yeah, well, still cool. Hey, Ray, how are you? You just realized how nice my trains look. They grow on you. They do that. I can't see myself doing a 24-hour stream. I don't mind helping somebody else. Now, if Artie... I really wanted to just go ahead and stay with Artie, but Sunday is a family day here. Every Sunday, my daughter and her husband, my son-in-law Chris, great guy, bring Kyan over for Sunday dinner. My daughter's here, and my son usually comes into town once or twice a month, and they all come over for Sunday dinner. So Sunday's always a family day. It's the one day the whole family gets together. That's kind of a tradition that comes out of Joyce's family. They always, when I was dating Joyce and even when we got married, we went over to her parents for Sunday dinner. It's just something that's always been there. But yeah, I am, which 8-piece set are you looking at? Oh, the, that DR set, and thinking of putting up, U-boat. I don't know if anybody out there besides me, in the German, European realm paid attention, but Roco just announced a series of high-speed trains, including the 100th anniversary of National Rail in Austria, 100th anniversary of the OBB, let's put it that way, special rail jet, a new night jet series of cars, which isn't due until the end of 2024, a German IC1 set. There's like 7 or 8 different 7 or 8 car sets where it's locomotive and all the passenger wagons they're releasing. The new OBB railjet is 1,300 euros. That's a lot of cash. I don't think I'll be getting that. And 8-piece goods wagon. Okay. Yes, yes, you can adjust the sound with a mobile station too. You would just, let me do this real quick. Oh, where am I? By the way, guys, I threw my back out while working on plumbing, so I've got a sore back. So if you hear me groan, that's what it is. Let's go to Nexi Solo. Okay. All right. Now, some things you can only do in the stop mode, some things you can do in the start mode, Dino, but basically, you would hold the shift button. You would hold the shift button and the little white train symbol at the same time. Shift and then the white train button. And that will allow you to edit the loco you're on. And then you would just, this side is for this side is for scrolling and this side is for selection. No, I got that backwards. This because I'm reversed. This side is you go through what you want to choose. You'll figure it out. And then you'll see volume. One of the choices will be plus volume, minus volume. So yes, you can turn the sounds down with the MS2. You can do pretty much anything with the MS2 you can do with the big control systems. It's just easier to do it with the Central Station 3 or the Z21. The biggest thing is you can't use the app. And let me get my phone. I know you guys are staring at me, but I'll show this. The app you used to have to pay for. Now it's free, but where are my train apps? There we go. here are my, well, not all my train apps. Well, it's all my train apps, but it's not just train apps. But this is not by Märklin, called the Remote Central Station 3, but it's a very good app. And then there is the main station, and that's the one to get. Don't bother getting the mobile station app. Don't bother. The main station app is, and you can run your trains. For example, I would have to reset the address on this one, because every time my house reboots the electrical. Oh, there we go. It is on. Okay. But it just automatically adjusted for a change. That's cool. But I can control 4 trains and their functions like that. That was weird. Why did my sound start coming out there? Okay, sorry. You might have had an echo for a second. But, so, yeah, you can control it. But you have to have the Central Station 3 to have the app work. The app will not work unless you have the Central Station 3. All right, let's go. Let's just do... Oh, I forgot to start a couple of trains. So I will... I'm sure somebody asked me about them, but I forgot to put them on. Hey, Chris, how are you? A lifelike set. Yeah, well, lifelike is... Oh, okay. Okay, and a couple of things. Making, let's go down to the floor cam. Making its return after several weeks off is the Azuma 800. The Azuma 800 is back on the layout, or the floor layout, the floor track. The Azuma is back. So I'm running my 2 UK high-speed trains, the EuroStar and the Azuma. I really wanted to have the Azuma on the outside, but the EuroStar does not like riding on the Bachmann track. Well, hey there, Alan, how you doing? Now, I have added 2 cameras that are not in the multi-view. So there's this one, which I added this one a couple of weeks ago. So you've seen this one in action, which I put on, obviously, that corner as I'm pointing at it. A couple of people had requested this view. This at least now lets you see the one little corner that you can't see with this camera. So it literally is the same angle. This camera is up high on the wall, and then the other camera is right below it and lower. So it gives you the same angle, but this one is down at train level, so you can see the little corner Hey, good timing. We got 4 trains meeting here all at the same time. Hey, Steve Childers, how are you? Tim, I'm sorry, Tim. I missed you. Very terribly sorry about that. Did you come in a bit later? I went to listen and went into all my ranting and stuff like that. I apologize, Tim. You're one of the most important people here. You're one of those people I got the pleasure of meeting in real life and spending a few hours with. But now I have this camera. Now this camera is a 4K, but it's acting up. I don't know if it's just because the power strip I have it connected to is now acting overloaded. So I'm going to mess around with it, maybe plug it into something else. But I just got this the other day, the same day that my new train came, chance to putz around with it. But I kind of like the idea of having a ground level view into my village. Unfortunately, this is one of those new cameras I was saying how great they are. But again, I've got this run into a multi-tap, and I think the multi-tap is saying we've got too much plugged in. Especially since this is a 4K camera. But those have not been added to the full screen yet. When I have some time, I'm going to create a new layout because now I technically have 15 cameras, and I will go or I could do 12 cameras, and I'd go 3x4 and see if I can fit a 3x4 in here. And I know if you're on a little phone, you can't see anything. Although Joyce was looking this at her phone, and I was like, yeah, you can still see it. But if you're on a small phone, then no. I think I might disagree with that because I've got 3 other cameras like this running, and they're not having the issue. If they were all having the issue, I might go EMF. But now, it might be EMF from the Central Station 3 because it's very close to my Central Station 3. But I have moved it around a couple of times, and it's still getting that interference. And that's, to me, is one of the signs, especially with the 4K camera, that that was like my old computer. My old computer, when I put in the 7th camera and a couple of cameras started flickering. It was just too much for it to handle. And I now have, and I've said this, if you go back to my OBS videos, I've said this. Even if you get a self-powered 10 strip of USB ports, I still would not plug in more than 2 or 3, and I now have 4, including 2 4K cameras plugged into that strip. Now, the other one seems to be acting okay. But again, I'll move it around and see. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to mess with this. I still haven't finished messing with Prism, which seems to be able to mix OBS with StreamYard and give you the best of both worlds. Yes, I will. Hey, did I just see Mark is here? Mark came in. How are you, Mark? Mark from Model Railway Fantasia. It's you're just sending so much information. The minute you go up to high definition, because all my cameras are at least 1080p, and 3 of my cameras are 2160. Now, in case you're wondering, how is it 1080 and 2160? And 2160 is double 1080, but they call it 4K over regular K, regular high def. The reason it's called 4K is because if you take your 1920 by 1080 versus your 3840 by 2160, that's 4 times 1920 by 1080. You're doubling the 19 by 20 and getting 38 by 3840 by 2160. You're doubling and doubling. Doubled twice, 4 times, 4K. Hey, Sean is here. How are you? Nice to have you here. And please, guys, just call me Anthony or even Dodge. I retired, and even if it's meant in respect, I'm like a lot of you guys. I irk at the name Mr. You know, my dad was Mr. Dodge, but it's not that I'm really that bothered by it. Anthony is just friendlier, you know. It just seems less formal. I call you guys by your names. I just want you to call me by mine. Hey, James is here. Hello, James. James, I think I asked you a couple of weeks ago, and I think you responded positively, but I don't know. Did you get my logos? Did you get my stickers? No, it's all right, Sean. There's a whole bunch of people who do it, and very good friends do it. I think I've got to take a moment and just say, please, just call me Anthony. I ignored you. You're right. I definitely ignored you, even though I mentioned you earlier. But yes, I've been messing with stuff, and I am not paying attention to the chat. That's probably the only thing using StreamYard would be good for, is having somebody paying attention to the chat and pop it up. Once Joyce gets here, she's very good at saying, we're good at catching each other and doing it. That's about how it works. I've got my monster computer built up, which has 12 USB 3 or USB-C ports into it. Plus, I have a card into it, but the card's drivers no longer work with Windows 11. But it still will read. It will read 2 cameras, but it won't read 3. Go figure. Hey, Dave from Swindon Junction, welcome in. Nice to have you here again. Master Dodgington. No, I'm just Anthony Dodge. I spent almost 40 years of my life being Mr. Dodge. Now, there are exceptions. For example, when former students meet me, it's a little awkward for them to call me Anthony. Of course, that is my favorite joke as a teacher, is when I run into former students, they'll always say, didn't you used to be Mr. Dodge? I'm like, yes, I used to be. Now I'm Betty Ingram, housewife, and mother of 4. Now, I don't know if he's listening in the background. Hey, Damian Laffer's here. Nice to have you, Damian. I don't know if he's listening in the background or will watch on catch-up, but Mark from Donegal Dad Railway, he sent me a picture. He sent me a picture of something he bought recently at a train show, and I don't want to give it away, but I'm waiting for him to give it away so I can talk about it. So I'm really curious. I want to see I want to know what he's going to do. I was hoping he'd mention in his live stream yesterday. He mentioned buying it, but he didn't talk about it. I want to know what he's going to do with it, how, where, when, and why. That's one of my new 4K cameras, and I think that's just, you can even see all the little errors I did in putting those buildings together. Now you guys, hey George, how are you? You guys were talking about worst loco. I have the worst loco I ever bought is probably a Piko Class 101. It was their hobby level, and it was a piece of crap from the word go. The decoder blew out twice. I got it fixed. It couldn't pull 5 cars. It was just a POS out of the box. And I bought it before I really started doing my YouTube, you know, really going more into the Märklin stuff. I usually kept that stuff off air. But that might have been the worst. But I will say, this Hornby, the Hornby Mallard, the Mallard being my favorite steam locomotive in the world, which doesn't say much because I'm not a big fan of steam locomotives, but all the more that I love the Mallard, even though I'm not into it. And, oh my goodness, it is touchy, it is fiddly, it'll run great, and then all of a sudden just, I'm going to stop here because my front bogie decided it's not going to sit on the track exactly right, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and the front bogie is very loose fitting. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody derailed. The Azuma derailed. Come here, come here. Wow, you really derailed, dude. Not just a little. What's up with you? Oh, you were running just fine. What happened? Let's see. So you're all good, you're all good. You're off. Let's see how you sound. Sounding good? Oh. Oh, my back is not like this. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. The Azuma derailed. Now, I'm running the Azuma on that Bachmann track, and that Bachmann Easy track is crap. Now, I bought it used, so I don't want to judge Bachmann Easy track with used track. I mean, I picked the best pieces. They look good. It's level. It's straight. But the Mallard definitely doesn't like it. The Azuma normally handled it with no problem. The EuroStar does not like it at all. Thought I liked it when the bogie was loose. I don't mind a loose caboose. But that's a different story. Oh, there's something to be said for a tight caboose, too. But enough of that. I digress. Anyway, I hope those of you that are true friends of the channel have been watching the Matt Clarke series. I have been frantically putting it together. I have 14 episodes. All right. Apparently Azuma is just not going to cooperate today. It derailed again. I don't know what's causing it to derail, but might just be too tight for it. Hey, Arthur, I saw your video today. That was a lot of information. And as I wrote on your video, Arthur, that's why I don't do any work on camera. I would be too worried of paying attention to the camera, hoping people could see it and everything else, and not focused on my work. But, you know, every company is going to have a lemon. It's the percentage of lemons. Even in a production run, 1,000 people could get a great BR 218. But the 1,001st person gets the exact same model, and it's the one that something was wrong in the machines or human that put it together. Something was wrong in the molding. It was at the end of an injection point or a processing point, and it didn't get the right amount of solder, what have you. Even quality control is not going to pick up everything. Are there any German trains faster than Union Pacific or train in California asking for a train? I would assume there are a couple German trains faster than a Union Pacific or train. The question is there anything faster than a Shinkansen? The Chinese claim to have one. Okay, we've been on this camera for a while. This is the Class 245 coming through right now. Big diesel hauler. A very commonly used passenger diesel. All right, which one of you cars is squeaking? Somebody needs a little oil. But it's on the Regio Bahn. Yeah, I would be very worried about it as well. Split Rock, I will tell you, I was on an ICE from Hamburg to Berlin that was doing 260 kilometers an hour. Which is about 161 miles an hour, if I remember correctly. 260 is about 160. And they are listed as being able to go 280. Yeah, Raymond, I agree. This is one of the cool things. Let me go to a different camera here. Whenever I go to Hamburg, you see a bunch of ECs, the EuroCity Express trains, which are multinational. You can have them singular, like you can have a Austrian EC, or you can have a multinational EC. But it's really cool in a city like Hamburg, which is one of the starting points. And yes, you will see Hungarian, Polish. In fact, I've got some pictures that Joyce and I took from 2017. I don't know how easily I could pull them up here. And you just saw, oh look, there's a mixed Polish-Hungarian one. Oh look, there is a Czech and Slovakian and Polish one. There's an all-Czech one over there. It is really cool because it's like a rainbow. You just see all these different colors, and countries are now becoming more creative with their coloring of their locomotives, and their rolling stock, of course. I mean, Hungary's got some beautiful trains. So does Poland. Mark, Model Railway Fantasia, can attest to that. Daniel Locek, who has a channel that runs basically Polish and German trains. Finland has some beautiful trains, but so do the Germans, the French, the Dutch, the Belgians, and everybody else I'm not mentioning. ZSSK, right. Croatian Railways is Slovak, yeah, and then HZ is Croatian, right. I know my geography, I know my flags. But just amazing mix of trains in places like Hamburg. And then See, that 4K is suddenly I think they're just disagreeing with each other a bit. Because they're both plugged into the same port. Getting just a little feedback wave in there. So I might just unplug that camera and see what I can do. Morocco and Syria. See, I don't know. I know my geography, but I don't know the names of the rail companies from different countries and their nomenclature. That's just not my thing. Other than when I ride them. I know PKP and I know Magiev and obviously the German, Austrian, and Swiss and French. No, you won't see Syrian and Moroccan trains in Europe. But some people are lucky that in their lives they get to travel and see many different places around the world. I'm lucky that growing up how I grew up, I've still been able to travel in Europe as I have. And I don't have a desire to go elsewhere, and that offends some people, but I don't have a desire to go to Asia. Asia is not on my bucket list. If I die and never went to Asia, I'm not going to regret it. If I want a trip to go to Asia, I would be 50-50 whether I'd take it or give it away. The land is beautiful, but the climate and the food, not something I would be conducive to. I have so many places in Europe I still want to get to. So many places in Europe I want to get to. But my first love is Germany, and I will always try to get back to Germany. And I don't make apologies for that. Joyce and I still want to do the Canadian cross-country train out to the Rockies and over. We just want to do that one. We'd love to do sort of a cross-country Amtrak. No, Leslie, I'm aware how far Asia extends to the Ural Mountains and technically to Istanbul. But again, Far East or even Middle East are not, even Asian Russia does not have an appeal to me. Russia does not have an appeal to me to travel to. I mean, maybe seeing Moscow would be cool, but it's not something that I've got to do before I die. Things I want to do before I die include Scandinavia, France, definitely a better trip in the Netherlands, maybe the Amalfi Coast in Italy, all along the from the all along the Mediterranean from Spain around Italy. Those would all be cool. But I have priorities. But that's why I talk about the climate and all that and the foods. I can eat and survive in places. Other places I would struggle. Yes, that is the Märklin version of it, and I also have a Roco 218 rolling around, which you actually show on your videos quite a bit there, sir. Welcome in, Vintage Märklin Motor Classics. Did he just come around one way? He'll be coming into this camera. My newest locomotive is coming up right now. It's also a Class 218. It's going to come around the bend here and coming up here. And we'll catch it. That's, of course, my darkest corner because there's shelving there that kind of blocks the lighting. But again, everybody, it's no matter what you want to talk about, travel, food, trains, what have you, we will divide ourselves up into preferences. There are things some people like that other people will not like. And it's no fault. I have a very love of Western Europe. I have close ancestral ties to Central Europe, especially Germany, although, you know, I don't have any living relatives in Germany. But now I have friends and friends and friends in Germany. Canada's better than the United States. But every country has its beautiful side and its dark side. Now, a desert can be beautiful, but do I want to be in a desert? No. I've been out in the American deserts, which are not the same type of deserts as other places, but I don't like the desert climate. I've been in deserts, and I'm happy not to go to another desert, although Joyce wants to go to the Grand Canyon at least once before she dies. So I'm going to have to take Joyce to the Grand Canyon and go out to the deserts of Arizona again. But my love is Western Europe, and there's hundreds of places still inside Germany I haven't seen. And the fact that we can sit here and talk about, some of us can talk about this multiple countries you've been in. You know, some of you have jobs where you travel around the world because of your job, and that's both awesome. But if you don't get a chance to just go out and visit the little places, then maybe it's not that great. Like, I've been to Japan, but it's always been Tokyo and it's always been in the city. Then, you know, maybe you missed going to all the outer little small places. When I'm in Germany, Joyce and I hit the small towns. We hit the historical places, the landmark, you know, the tourist stuff. But we also get out of those areas and go into the best thing Joyce and I have done the last couple of trips, since we're not taking students, is we live in some small house in a neighborhood in Germany for a week or so, which is still, it's not like living there, but you're not in the tourist area. You're not, you're not in a hotel living like a tourist. I've been to Frankfurt Airport several times. I don't mind it as far as airports go. Of course, we'll judge airports by our experiences. The worst experiences I've had in airports have always been Charles de Gaulle in Paris. Now, the last time I flew through Charles de Gaulle, it wasn't as bad. Now, a lot of the building itself is nicely done, but A, it's not well marked, and B, it's a lot of the help, the local help there is not helpful. Especially the counter people, the desk people. You're better off talking to the territoriales, the janitors and so forth that work there. They'll be much more helpful to you than the people at a desk that you're trying to get help from. I think Amsterdam's an awesome airport. I like Frankfurt. I don't have any negative experiences with Frankfurt. It's easy to get around. Heathrow was scary. I don't know why. It was so big, but I don't think it's bigger than Frankfurt. But Heathrow just felt so manic. And like, you got to take this subway if you want to get out of Heathrow this way, and you got to take this subway if you want to get out of Heathrow that way. It was very nerve-wracking. And we've never had problems flying into and out of Toronto until last year. Now my attitude towards Toronto Pearson International Airport is very low, because the last time we flew through Canada, it was hectic and nightmarish going over and coming back. The time in the UK was awesome. Getting there and coming home were horrible. The delays at Heathrow, the delays at Pearson, it was just nuts. as long as you don't fly Royal. I've only flown KLM into Amsterdam. But, you know, there are a lot of people sitting in this chat room right now who haven't had a chance to travel abroad. Now, I live close to Canada, but the first time I was in Canada was Joyce and I's 5th or 10th. 10th anniversary? That was the first time I went to Canada. We went to Niagara Falls. And that was the first time out of country. So I got married at 22, so I was 32 the first time I was out of country. The first time I left the continent, I was 39, going on 40. And even then, it wasn't, I mean, how do you explain this? Because I've talked about it in the past. But I would have a lot of people who would say, after I was doing this exchange program where I took kids to Germany every year, oh, it must be so nice you get to travel to Germany every year. Well, it was nice, but it wasn't a holiday. I was in charge of 15 to 18 American teenagers in a foreign country. You didn't have a lot of time to relax. Now, taking my students to the Pergamon Museum in Berlin, taking my students to spend a day in the beautiful town of Goslar, walking through Sanssouci Park in Potsdam were beautiful, and the wonderful memories of my students just getting emotional, being in the Alps, yeah, those were great. But at the same time, I'm constantly counting heads and making sure every kid is behaving themselves and not getting in trouble and getting me in trouble on top of that. I didn't truly have a relaxing vacation in Germany until 2017, and I was 52 going on 53 at that time. My trips with my students were always great. There was one year where we had a really bad incident with one student that made the trip miserable. Took away the joy of that trip. But other than that, I had a great time every time I took my students to Germany between 2003 and 2016. But it was work. It had a lot of stress with it. 2017, Joyce and I traveled on a shoestring budget, and we stayed with friends in a couple places to save money. 2019 was the year Joyce and I were just like, woohoo! We're in Germany for a month, and ain't nobody stopping us. And Randall, until Joyce traveled with me, the farthest Joyce had ever been was Chicago, from Toledo to Chicago. And then her first time into Canada was our 5th or 10th wedding anniversary. I think it was 10th. I think it was 10th. Our 10th, yeah, it was our 10th wedding anniversary. We went to Canada. And that was her first time out of the United States. And that was the farthest she had been away from home. And then, of course, in 2003, she went to Germany with me and my students for the first time. And that was a huge culture shock. And Joyce really did not speak German all those years. And people always tease me, why didn't you teach her? I said, you try to teach Joyce a foreign language. Is it even a school trip if you don't? I like to think of it, it is a school trip if you don't cause a minor diplomatic incident. It becomes something much different if you do cause a minor diplomatic incident. And I will tell you this, I took, between 2003 and 2016, I took 150 some odd students from Toledo, working class kids from Toledo. All right, this was not a private school. This was an urban school, working class families. And I took 153 different students to Germany over the course of that program. And brought over like 200 German students to America. And in all that trip, in all that time, there's only one kid I wouldn't have taken back. That was the only kid that created an incident. Now, Did we have little things where, like, my students were not supposed to be drinking, but my students are 16 and 17 and the drinking age in Germany? You know, if you're 16 in Germany, you walk into a bar and show your ID. They don't say, but you're an American, drinking age is 18. They're like, here, have a beer. So we had a couple incidences where we had to take students aside and say, we heard you were drinking last night and drank too much. Now, you signed a contract that said you would not drink. If this comes up again, your parents are liable to buy you a ticket home because you'll be going home the next day. And I knew my students were going to drink. You can't take teenagers to a country where the beer drinking age is 16 and not expect them to drink. We just did everything we could to curtail it. Plus, we picked good kids. And my kids had to work through a program for anywhere from 1 to 3 years before they went to show that I could trust them. To show me I could trust them. And it was a beautiful experience. Like I said, I had one kid out of 153. That's 90, that's 99.6% success rate. Hey, Boxcar Jerry, how are you? Yeah, Digger, I've always said, and anybody in foreign language will tell you, the best way to learn a language is to get dropped in the middle where they don't speak yours. You'll learn to speak that language real fast. But of course, we're a group of students traveling. I did all the tour guiding. The first 2 years we did the exchange program, we hired tour guides in different cities. After that, I sat down with the books and said, I could save money, because you're always trying to save money. I could save money by doing this with my students or doing that with my students rather than paying a tour guide. So my last 12 years doing the exchange program, I was the tour guide around Berlin. And I got some great stories to talk about that. I got a standing ovation at Gendarmenmarkt from the locals. And when I took my students up to the Neue Wache, when I would take my students to Neue Wache and talk about it to my students before going in, I would have 12 to 18 students surrounding me, but by the time I was done telling my students about the special meaning and the best way to go into Neue Wache and experience it, I would have 40 or 50 people around me. I would have people leaving their tour guides and coming over and listen to me, which was always fun. My students always loved it. You did war poets for English, yeah. And my favorite English language poet is Wilfred Owen, World War I war poet. In fact, when we were in Cardiff, I so desperately wanted to try to get up to the town of Oswestry, and I apologize for butchering it. I always forget exactly how it's pronounced. Same town Dan Brown lives in from Narrowboat Canal life. Sort of interesting train, sort of interesting life. That stuff, Dan Brown. But I've been on this one for a while. Let's shake it up. Let's do 11 lane for a couple of minutes. Of course, nobody's here right now. Yeah, and Ifo, one of my trips I want to do to Europe is a World War I tour of some of the major battlefield sites and major museums and cemeteries. World War I has always been kind of one of my favorite history, military bits, my military history. But that was part of my trip. Part of my trip to the UK was to see some famous battlefields, and they had no way to get to them. I wanted to go to Towton Fields and do the walk there, and there was no easy way to get there without driving ourselves, and I just didn't want to rent a car. And there's a couple other battlefields I wanted to get to. I wanted to get to Stirling Bridge, or not Stirling Bridge, Stamford Bridge, where King Harold beat the Vikings back. Yeah, there was no easy way to get there, Leslie. That's why we did it. Your son's first legal beer was in Munich. Well, a lot of my students probably had their first legal beer. But plenty of my students were still not 16 and had beer in Germany. Because even the host family is like, here, have a beer. And the students would be like, my teacher says we can't have a beer. And they'd be like, don't worry about it. Just have a beer. Everybody drinks beer in Germany. And yeah, George, I know there are still unexploded shells. And in fact, I think, what is it, that in Belgium they have 5 fatalities. They still have an average of 5 fatalities a year from World War I and World War II munitions going off. But at the same time, you have hundreds of thousands of people who visit these sites and don't get killed. So I'll take my chances. If I get the chance, I'll take my chances and go to these places. And of course, the walks they have in those battlefields have been cleared. It's when you go wandering off. Heck, you can go wandering in the Hürtgen forest or the Ardennes and step on an old landmine. But there's just so many cool things. And I consider myself lucky. I don't use the term blessed because it's not a blessing. But I am fortunate that my life changed when I was 16, 17 years old. And I went through a lot of stuff. But in the later part of my life, a couple of things dominoed together. And I was able to start traveling to Europe. I never thought I'd make it to Europe. Even on a teacher's salary. The only reason I could go to Europe was that a lot of the stuff we did in Europe was paid for. Like, I was given free room and board during my exchange program. All my students had free room and board. They stayed with a family, and then they let the kid from that family stay in their house. So free room and board. That's a huge cost. And then we did fundraisers, car washes, pancake breakfasts. We did community service and got donations. People had connections to friends at local businesses and that would get us $100 there, $50 here, $100 there, and we just kept working at it. We worked hard at it. We did so much community work to earn money so that when my students went to Germany, all the experiences they had, 4 days in the Alps or 4 days on the Rhine River, 3 days in Berlin every year. All the little day trips we took to Osnabrück, to Goslar, to Hamburg. Even when I took them into Miniature Wonderland, or in German, Miniatur Wunderland, they didn't have to pay for that. That was free to them. All right, Kiwi Dave, thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, George, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I know that in private restaurants, you technically can buy wine for underage members of the family. As you know, at a family get-together privately, it's up to the restaurant to decide if they want to do that or not. But yeah, in a lot of cases, the states have really cracked down on that. I will say one of the angriest Karens I ever ran into, my son AJ was 4 years old. Now, how old was he? It was 2002. So he was 7 years old. And we were up in northern Michigan. We were at Mackinac City in Michigan. And we went out to eat for dinner, and I had a beer. And my son AJ was hinting he wanted to have a little taste of beer. And I had literally like 4 drops of my beer left at the bottom of my glass. And I said, well, here, try it. And this woman, oh my goodness, her eyes were shooting nuclear warheads at me. And just That is disgusting. Do you see what that man's doing? He's going to make his child an alcoholic. Yeah, that didn't exactly happen. My son does drink beer. He's almost 27 now. Actually, no, he's going to be 28. Oh, I've met many Karens. You use that term. That term's become popular this day and age. But, dude, I was a public school teacher for 36 years. You'd have multiple Karens a year. The mothers of some of our students were just, and the fathers too. I don't know if the mother's a Karen, what do we call the dad? I know there is a popular term out there, but Karen and Carl, I don't know. My principal was a Karen. She even had the Karen hairdo. My last principal. My least favorite one. I had maybe 10 principals in my career, and she was 11 out of the 10. Yeah, Randall, I do too. I feel bad, and you hate to do that. Yeah, and yeah, Mick, twat, bitch, all those terms. And yes, I said those terms live on air, kids. But there were some English historical sites I wanted to get to. But in the end, I was in the UK just to see different parts of it. And to see castles. And of course I miss castles, but I really wanted to see the castles of Wales. I got to see 3 of the 5 I wanted to see. We got up to Edinburgh. I was also doing a lot of Beatles stuff. So in London and Liverpool, a lot of Beatles stuff. We have far better swear words. Oh, every language is... Oh, everybody knows the standard English cuss words, but we have a lot of other ones that... Yeah. You live a 5-minute drive from a castle. Yeah, Jerry, it is running. In fact, here it comes across the back right now. Let's follow it on up the ramp cam. Yeah, it is running very smooth and consistently, so I'm very happy with it. Come on, little fella, chug it up. Whoops. Meant to go to station view. But yeah, this is a great new loco. I'm very happy with it for its first 36 hours in the house. Can I stop it here real quick? Ah, stop. Back it up, back it up. Come on, back it up. Yeah, my good friend Jean Ricard won't be here today because he's working. But there it is, yeah. That's a 218. There are dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of 218s running around Germany today. They are workhorses. They do freight. They do passenger, a lot of high-speed passenger as well as some freight. You'll see them both ways. Hey, Clive, I didn't see you come in. Nice to have you here. Hope you're well. Has the weather been any friendlier to you since your last... Now, you posted a weather update, but that was going back over Easter. Have you had any more chances to get up on the roof? And there goes my other 218 at a pretty good cruising speed there. Oh, nobody's here right now. Go to the bridge view. Yeah, new to me, but yeah, the 218s, they're all part of the V160 family, from what I understand. Definitely about workhorses. Been around for close to 50 years. Oh, I hear Joyce is home, but my daughter-in-law came into town and she's picking something up. Hi, McCarville. Michael, how are you? Nice to have you here. But our standards, you know, going back to what I started the thing, standards change. I mean, I remember when if I broke 25 thumbs up on a live stream, I was thrilled. And now my goal is to break 40, but in the end, if I don't break 40, I don't break 40. 40 people liked it. I don't worry about the number of likes. I get mad at the dislikes. It's like, you either didn't hang in the chat, and if you didn't decide you didn't like what I was saying and gave it a dislike, that's why the one thing I wish YouTube would do is just get rid of the dislike, okay? Just get rid of the dislike. Get rid of the thumbs down. People either like it and give it a thumbs up, or they don't. But it does fit their algorithms that if a video gets a lot of thumbs downs, they will investigate it. Why is this video getting so many thumbs down? But that's why they have their report and their red flag business. So again, they don't need the dislike. If something is really offensive, somebody can report it. When do I go to Germany? May 31st we fly out. I think it's May 31st. Wednesday, May 31st, we arrive in Frankfurt on Thursday, June 1st. And then we come back on the 29th. We're in Germany for 4 weeks. And it's probably our last 4-week trip ever. At least Joyce is kind of hinting at that. Although when we retire, we might even travel longer. Well, you know, that's basically what YouTube puts out there, but that's not 100% true. Their likes and dislikes are interactions or impressions, and they do get counted in that regard. But yes, if a video gets a lot of thumbs downs, it will get, their algorithms will put it into a check it out sort of thing. Just as if a video gets a high percentage of thumbs up, it will find itself in a lot of recommendations. Like, hey, a lot of people are liking this video, and they'll pop it up there. And it's percentage of likes. Like, hey, 100 people viewed this and 40 people gave it thumbs up. That video is going to find itself getting put into a lot of suggested playlists. And trust me, this is from the people who actually do these things in YouTube. I have connections. Hey, Lee is here, and Rick and Pauline are here. Nice to have you guys here. But Yeah, I'm waiting for Joyce to come down, so she's kind of got a big announcement. Is that a little ditch by the curve? That is where 3 years ago when we had to move this table out from a plumber, the foam board, it was 2 foam boards put together, leveled and adhered together to keep them level. When we pulled the table, apparently there was just enough play in the table. It caused the foam boards to come apart. And so the foam boards are now recessed in on both sides. So yes, it's a little ditch, but it means nothing because the C track it's on that my trains run on just go right over it. Yep, that's true. Still breathing, so you guess so. Oh, that sounds not as peppy, but right, you're going to the Tank Museum, so you won't be doing live. Okay, I can sleep in. I don't know if I will, because I tend to wake up at 7 to 8 o'clock on Sundays anyhow. Okay, we've been on this view for a while. Joyce's view. Ah, there we go. There's the new little guy. Ah, hey, good timing. But, you know, my cargo is just simplistic cargo. Again, the only thing that's weathered is the one that Danny at Ivor Junction bought for me and gave me, bless his heart, when we met him. I felt so bad because just about everybody I met gave us gifts, and Joyce and I went over and met all these people and had nothing. We should have gifts for everybody, but we had nothing. When I come over for gets, I probably am going to have one suitcase just for gifts. Wow, Peter Dixon. Hello, sir. How are you? You're somebody who appreciates 218 now and then. So good to have you here, sir, with your amazing work and layout. I hope you're all right. Hope you had some days recently where you could get into the man shed and do your thing. Indeed, if it were fish plate track, it'd be a disaster, but I don't know. If you put the plate over it, it's... Yeah, we just... I put things together rock solid. I don't do the prettiest builds, but my stuff will stay together. And we pulled that table out, and I don't know what happened, but something on top jerked, and the foam board separated. And it does irk me just enough. I'm tempted. Because I have bolts and screws. I don't overbolt or overscrew. Put that across there. Yeah, I am. Even as a kid, I hated the few times I played with the train set. The infamous Christmas 1969. I got my one and only train set before I got into the European trains in my 50s. But yeah, even back then I hated fish plates. So it's a blessing I went with the C-Track. I don't regret anything I've done in my model train world. I don't regret how I've changed my channel. My channel now, and I talk about my channel, I'm not talking about the number of subscribers, because again, my attitude is I have about 40 to 50, 60 subscribers. Why? Because that's how many people watch my videos and give it likes or leave comments. So the 1,500 means nothing to me. Now, yeah, I did monetize my channel, but I didn't monetize my channel to make money. I monetized my channel because they're putting commercials on my videos. Even if I had 500 subs, they're putting commercials on my videos. So why not get a few pennies for it? They're going to put them on my video anyhow. Why not get a few pennies? And at least when you monetize, I can control. So I don't put, and I'm not knocking anybody who does, okay? But I hate commercials too. But on my videos, I put cannot be, I disable, they cannot be blocked. You know, there's a button that lets you pick how long. Like, if it's a 2-minute video, you have to watch all 2 minutes of it. You can disable that, and then the person can skip it after 5 seconds. So I've enabled skipping videos, that non-skippable videos are not activated on my channel. And I technically lose money for that. But, all right, in the year since I've been monetized, well, now it's 15 months since I've been monetized, give or take a couple of weeks, I've got 2 $100 checks. Okay, that's $200. That's a cheap loco, or all the money I spent on my Fowler car stuff that I still haven't worked with. Hey, there's Eric. Nice to have you here, my man. I mean, you know, the funny thing is I've been making jokes. Those of you who have been with this channel for a long time know. So don't assume I'm talking about any channel particularly. But I've been making jokes for years that if I wanted to increase viewers, I'd stick Joyce in front of the camera in a French maid outfit. But that's not who we are, at least on camera. And, you know, what I do on my channel now, I do nothing that should warrant big views. I don't build my layout. In fact, I annoy people. I just got an angry comment on an older video. Somebody went back to one of my videos from 2020. Somebody I never saw on my channel before. Never got an email from. And they posted on a video from 2020 when I was first doing the Fowler car, and they go, "It's been 3 years since you tried to do this Fowler car thing. You think by now you would have figured it out. All you got to do is plug this in here and do this. Duh." And I'm like, dude, there's 3 years of reasons why my Fowler car system still is not working. And some of it's laziness. But there are other reasons as well. It wasn't just I couldn't figure it out. I'm trying to make it run at a more advanced level than the basic Fowler car system, and I keep having problems with various elements. And it's, yes, it is me, it's not the Fowler car stuff, because it works fine for everybody else. But I'm trying to do it in a way, and even the Fowler car people said, oh, you don't want to put the reed sensors on the curve or right off of the curve. You need them, well, I'm trying to put them in a place where they're right off the curve. But you know, the thing is, it's you people that come here every Friday and hang out with me, or message me on Facebook, or Alan calls me, Jean calls me, a couple other people will call me. I probably should have more of your phone numbers. I get a lot of emails from a lot of you guys that I love to chat with. Or you come here and hang out and listen to me babble about stupid stuff. But the stuff I love to do on my channel is my live stream, and then the parody songs of Matt Clarke. That's the stuff that matters to me. So no, I run model trains on Fridays, and then otherwise my channel really, you know, anybody tuned in my channel lately would not think it was a model train channel. They're like, no wonder you're an outsider. There's no model train shit on your channel. It's all this stupid cartoon.
Bye to Kieran.
What?
Bye to Kieran.
Bye to Kieran. All right, but wait a second, Kieran. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wait just 1 second, Kieran. Don't leave just yet.
Why?
Hang on.
He doesn't understand.
Hang on, I got to get this camera set up on you.
Alright, well, I
Joyce
don't
view
have...
cam. Whoops. That's not the Joyce view you want. There's the Joyce view you want.
Hey, you want to put your sails up?
Yeah, we're trying to put sales up. That's what we're trying to do.
So, hi Andy, hi Eric, hi Dino, hi Kieran, hi
There you are.
Tom.
Now you're centered.
Hey, Michael. Oh,
Wait a minute. Before you're done saying hi. Joyce has a very important announcement to everybody here. Joyce, Please tell everybody what you have announced to me.
I have decided I'm going to Getz. So if y'all want to come meet me, you can. It's going to be a hell of a weekend, but what the hell?
She's coming to Getz.
I'm coming to Getz.
She's coming to get you.
Big hi to you, Ellen. Hi, Randall. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Joseph. Hi, White Walls. Hi, Growler. Hi, Raven. Hey, Mick. How am I doing here?
You're doing fine.
Hi,
Ewan is the Growler.
Hi to everybody. If I haven't said hi to you, I hate to miss out. But yeah, it would be great to meet a lot of you there if you have any way to get over there. But, oh, buddy, I can read your mind. So, yeah, zipper's always dangerous around Anthony. Right.
No, that wasn't where I was, but you know, hey.
Yeah, you guys had 40 before I got here, and that's awesome.
Yeah, now it'll go down to 41.
every time
you mention it breaks 40, it goes back down.
All right, but y'all haven't hit the like button yet. We love to get up to 50, if that's possible.
Joyce has been doing a lot of Daisy voice lately.
I have been doing a lot of Daisy, and I lose her occasionally. So, hi, Split Rock. That's Thomas, right?
Yes, Thomas is Split Rock.
Good. I have a lot of you, just not all of you. Oh, another week down. Yay. I guess we do look forward to Anthony's live stream. It means it's Friday. Yay. Thank you, 45.
All right, we can't, for advertising reasons, we cannot tell you the name of the hotel we're staying at. But it does involve two large relatives of the bush. It's right on the stadium.
Yeah, so we reserved the hotel because that figured it. Oh, body slam, Anthony? He might.
She can't lift me up.
He might like a little contact, but probably not body slamming somebody that
But
big.
I guarantee you, it would be fun to see her try.
Oh, I can't pick
Because
him
the
up.
things I'd have to do in self-defense, mind you, I do have state prison training
He
in
does.
self-defense and self-defense against women inmates.
All right, that's cool, Dito. Yeah, we'll be there on Sunday. I would drive too if I was a little over an hour away.
Saturday, yeah, we will be there Saturday and Sunday, but we're going to
yeah.
Getz. We're coming to England to go to Getz.
To get us? Randall? Oh. Well, not you, Randall, but...
Well, you'd have to go to UK for her to come to get you.
Right.
But...
Oh, you're making cruise plans. Nice. Although I don't know if I trust that yet.
Hey, Steve, nice to see you there. And
yeah, hi, Steve.
cruise is a nice idea.
Yeah. No, sounds great. Yeah, we already got the room. We figured that was important to get that first. And we decided, yeah, we better make it so that if something happens, we can cancel. So, a little more money, but we'll get the, I think we need to get our passports before we book, personally.
No, our passports are good through next year. Our passports aren't up until 2024.
Right.
We had that conversation. This is 2023. So our passports will be fine to book. Or are you talking booking Australia next year?
Well, that one will need our new ones.
That's the one we gotta get new
Okay.
ones because they want new passports before you start booking.
Right.
If your passport
Sorry,
expires
Randall.
before the trip, they want you to have it new when you book.
Right.
So in the fall,
Yeah.
but we don't want to get brand new ones before. I mean, I suppose we could just do it, renew it in the summer, and just call it good. All right, but we don't have
I
to.
don't know. Yeah, because 24 will get here awfully flipping fast, and this trip is in the 20. Is it 24?
No, it's October of 2023.
Oh, you're right. It is.
We had this conversation the other day, and I had to remind
you're right.
you.
You're right.
It's not next year; it's this year.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going
no,
overseas.
I am just
it's Friday, I know.
My brain's not there. Yeah, you're right. It's October, and that is 23. Yeah, Val hasn't come yet, so.
Oh, I thought I heard you talking to her up there. Was that Liz?
No, Liz. Yeah.
Oh, but I thought it was before.
Yeah, Liz tried calling me twice, and it hung up on her twice.
Liz tried what?
Yeah.
Who tried calling me?
No, Liz tried calling me.
Oh, and your phone hung up on her twice.
Yeah, it kept calling me twice, but I never got a call. So I don't know what it was.
Oh,
She
that's weird.
wanted to see if I was going to pick her up, but it kept hanging up on her after one ring.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on with that. So, anyway.
The new locomotive is doing brilliant today.
Oh, where is he? It's over there.
The blue guy.
Oh, he's a different shade of blue.
Yeah, he's not the check blue.
Right.
But yeah, the new dude
And you
is...
got him. You thought you were going to do him with, I saw that answer, that you were going to put him with.
Well,
your-
we've seen those many times in Germany, but usually in the north. I don't know if press is across the country, but then Vintage Märklin has been here today,
Okay.
and he takes pictures of them all the time, pulling stuff across the bridge where he films on the Kiel Canal.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, I enjoy his videos. The trains are great, but I love the scenery. A blue loaf of bread with a dark gray butter on top. I can see that.
What's that?
I saw people calling it a loaf of bread. Is it shaped just that much different than the others? It's not sleek. It is a stubby little train, isn't it?
Which one? The whole train or the locomotive?
No, just the loco.
It's a 218. It's the same thing as the black and white guy over there. It's the same.
Is it?
Yep.
That one doesn't look that short and stubby.
Because he's got that white back half.
It's all what you wear, right?
It's all about what you wear, right?
All about what you wear.
Yeah.
I'd almost like to see them next to each other because it definitely looks longer. Could be a visual thing. Woof.
You need a passport to come north of the River Thames. Dun, 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 dun. Thames TV.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, we saw it right before the start of Benny Hill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. I can hear that now.
And then I love the Monty Python skit. There'll be some great entertainment on Thames TV, but right now here's a dirty old rotten BBC program.
I'll wear what I want. Well, indeed, Eric, you should. Märklin,
Well, it depends on where. You know, there are certain times. You can wear what you want at home. If you're coming out to a restaurant, you probably shouldn't be in...
They say our son's getting married in October. I was just
5
waiting to see
sizes
what
too
size
small
I'll be.
Speedo. But then again, maybe that is too judgmental. If you want to wear a 5 sizes too small Speedo and go
Knock
sit in a
yourself
restaurant with
out.
you, knock yourself out.
Knock yourself out. We're terribly permissive here, you know.
Yeah, there are variations, but I assume the basic body is the
Yeah,
same.
nice.
But
I
Joyce
wanna
is
see next to
thinking
each
this
other.
Roco looks smaller than the other. This Roco loco looks smaller than the Märklin one. Hey, Stefan's here. Long time no see, dude.
Hi, Stefan.
Great to have you here. Skål,
Oh,
man.
never worry about being late. Yeah, no worries, Stefan. Nice that you're here. An MRRO.
We're doing good. We are doing good.
There are not too many people, Eric, who look good in a Speedo. I mean, it's a very, 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 very small population.
That's not what you said last night. Listen.
Oh, sugar. Arkansas, you blend right
Do you
in.
know how
honey.
often you now say sugar
I know.
since you've been doing Daisy the last 3 years?
Sugar.
You never said sugar in your life before that. Now you say now you do say sugar
Sugar.
when you're not doing Daisy. But
No.
the 37 years I knew you before you started reading Daisy, you never said sugar, other than I need some sugar at the store.
Unless I really needed sugar.
And now you say sugar a lot, like, sugar.
But you all know that means the F word, but I teach little kids. You got to keep it creative. I sound like Ned Flanders.
Yeah. Hi, diddly do, neighbors.
I diddly do, neighbors. That's bologna and salami, young man.
You like wearing your Borat slingshot. That's a scary picture right there, Thomas.
For sure.
And I'm not even talking below the shoulders.
Yeah, the other two teachers of my threesome were out. And you look scuffy in the nude. Scruffy in the nude. Ooh, okay? I shouldn't touch that. So, anyway, yeah, I got all these things when they came back. Two of my darlings decided they should switch seats. That little kid is sneaky, and we're finally catching him and doing a lot of crappy things. And then 3 or 4 of them were Googling something they weren't supposed to when they were on their Chromebooks and got caught. Couple of the same kids.
Oh, so you had a happy little day at work, did you?
Oh, for sure. The sub in Francis' room, though.
Oh, God.
The kids
That's
all,
right.
The kids
All the other
thought,
4th grade teachers were out. You were the only normal
I was the only
there.
one there. Yeah, and the 3rd grade teacher was out. We, as I say, it was New York, funeral, and the one girl, the
we
3rd
don't
grade
give
teacher,
away no Ferraris here.
The 3rd grade teacher, her daughter was getting her wisdom teeth
I have
out.
Dodge Chargers I can give away. I have all kinds of Dodge Chargers here.
I didn't think you wanted to give them away, though.
Oh, I'm down. I
So
only have like
anyway,
2 of the original Chargers that have my
the
car on
pretty
it.
young thing in France's room, the kids thought she was 14.
We have a
She's
legitimate
a little
question.
older than that, but not a lot. And yeah, she was very, very cute. And then they had old Amy Whaley, and Amy was not putting up with anything. Retired teacher.
Kyan took my one. Whoop. Oh, Whaley came in as a sub?
Yeah, she's been subbing occasionally.
Oh.
So she's covering, what radius are those curves?
Yep, that's what I was.
Most of them are 3 and 4, right?
Not bad, dear, not bad.
Do you have some 5s?
It shows you know. It shows you know.
Well, I do pay
All right, well,
attention.
hang on. I'm trying to
You
get
all
to-
know he talks about it all the time.
All right, so.
Talk trains was not a misnomer.
So from closest to the camera, this is the 11-lane view. It is 5, 5, and I think the third one is 4, 4. No, it's 5, 5, 5, 4, 3. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. Or did I change those out to 4s eventually? No, that's definitely 3. So it's 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3.
Or Anthony wears the French maid outfit? That's not how we swing around here. Is Lindy been in? Speaking of
Lindy was in early on.
adult issues. Well, the wife was sort of sharing what they were. Yeah, it does
Well,
sound
he's
like a
asking
phone
what
number.
radius are those curves.
Okay, so I said
I don't
3
know. I
to
think
4.
your curves are kind of a radius 9.
I think 3 to 4, and he says there's 5s. And they wear a German maid outfit. Anthony doesn't swing like that, y'all.
Yeah, sorry. I don't.
Although if you did, you might get more subscribers.
A good friend of ours. Or lose a bunch.
Yeah, you might. Anthony, no way, I'm out of here.
No, that was Nikki. You remember our friend Nikki? 6 foot 6,
Oh, yeah,
6 foot
yeah.
7.
Yes, indeed. We went to the bathroom together. Because he needed to, and he's dressed, all dolled up. And I said, which bathroom do you go to, Nikki? He says, dressed like this, which one do you think I should go to? I said, that's a good point. There's all these women who worry about trans men coming in. For heaven's sakes, we all have closed, cubicles. What do you call that?
Cubicle.
Yeah, closed
Stalls.
stalls. Yeah, that's the word I want. We have closed stalls that lock. For heaven's sakes, I don't give a shit if anybody next to me has a penis or not. You know what I mean? And they're not going after me. They don't tend to swing that way. Although
Oh.
that's not saying a lot of trans guys are straight, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not worried
he
about him
was.
at all. Yes, he was.
He
His
had a wife.
Yep, understood, I guess. And so
But
it
the
is
problem
just,
is his wife, if
Yeah,
you
just
remember,
wash
his
your
wife
hands,
became a
indeed.
born-again Christian and dumped him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She finally saw the light, I guess.
Oh, she didn't see the light. She saw the
Yeah,
darkness.
indeed. Yeah, I mean, it just, like I say, if you don't share my opinion, that's fine. But,
Well, we have strong ones.
we do, because it's kind of why. It's just the thing, you know, it's just nothing. It's turned into something and it should be nothing.
I'm not worried about
I'm
it.
done.
I'm not worried about it. No, yeah, it's just funny. I mentioned Nick, but he was Nicky.
Yeah.
But he played. It sounds terrible. I say play. He was a tennis player, but
Yeah.
he sometimes was a man, sometimes was a woman.
I'm pretty sure he was a man at work, but
Exactly, Chris.
yeah, agreed. No photographing, but again, it's loudest fart competition. You know what? That doesn't really happen in the ladies' room. I'm not saying we don't fart, but typically we try to sort of lightly squeeze it out, as opposed to you guys. I teach 10-year-olds. Don't tell me anything different.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is this kind of high level entertainment that we try to bring
That's
to you
right.
on this channel.
Right.
So please, if you want to continue having more of this grand entertainment, please donate now. Otherwise, we'll start playing operas and bore you to sleep.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. Operators are standing by.
Bye. Well, I think you still have the money button there, babe.
I disabled it. I went in.
Did you?
I disabled it, and you can still click on it.
Oh, we're amusing Alan. That's good. We're too highbrow. You're going to watch South Park. Oh, yeah, but there's only a couple, there's a couple topics you can get me on that get me a little excited.
Yes. You can get Joyce riled up on her high horse
Okay.
real quick.
Yep. So,
Do, be do, be do, do.
it's like the Paris Conservatory on a rainy,
The conservatoire,
Yeah.
conservatoire.
on a rainy Tuesday sometime soon.
Ah.
Oh.
We're like Paris in the rain.
Oh, how charming.
Which means the river stings and
Yeah.
the...
Oh, the shit's floating up, yeah.
Well, we just lost whatever one Parisian ever watched this show. We just lost them.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, man.
There goes our French contingency.
Yeah.
I'll turn on. Well, let's see how quickly it happened.
Matt
Do-
Clarke
do-
musical remix of Lola.
Oh, God.
Lola, Lola, Lola.
Because that was Gene Genie
Yeah,
in,
Gene Genie.
in
Yeah.
the Itchy Crotch, Gene Genie.
Yeah.
And I still have questions about that Gene Genie. Not right now, Smokey. Oh, we lost Montreal, too. Oh, that could be a real shatter.
What are you trying to find?
Well, meaning to life and purpose, but for now, just my channel.
Oh, yeah, that's a different one, too.
No, I'm just going here, because I got to go
Oh, super. I'm glad.
customize channel.
We have no problem being amusing. I gotta go here for you two.
Oh, we gained a sub! Yay!
Woohoo!
I've now regained my original high. I'm back to my original high.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, but Anthony doesn't care or anything.
No, but ever since I've gotten close, it's been sort of, it's like I didn't care, and then all of a sudden I'm at 1,000, and I stayed there I was at 950 for like 2 months.
Just a lot.
And everybody's like, when you gonna break 1,000? When you gonna break 1,000? I don't know. And then Alan gave us the shout out, and we went to 1,100.
Yeah. Good old Alan. They didn't call you old, they really didn't.
I'm just waiting for Everard Junction to give me a shout out. Damn it, I wrote a song for him.
Really? Well, it
No,
wasn't really
I know.
about him.
I'm
but
saying that sarcastically.
I know.
That song was not about Everard Junction. It's about the fanboy mentality.
Turn it off for a second.
But yeah. That's probably why he never mentions me, is because of that. Song.
Yeah,
I heard that god-awful
that
singing.
nutter.
No, the only thing I ever want to know is, did Everard Junction ever see that song?
Uh-huh. And what did he think of it?
And what did he think of it? Because, again,
Yeah.
it wasn't about him, and I wasn't
Right.
doing it to get ratings. It was just the song that fit the pattern.
And I love the point that somebody said, you know, with the guy just being as he was,
I
the
mean-
off-key voice was actually perfect for it.
Yeah, because it was a complete loser, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, if Alan Wiles...
Hey, Nautical Dad's here. Hi,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark's here. I mean, if Alan Wiles,
Stop the conversation
had
for a minute.
named his channel instead of Dragon Junction, had called it Alan Wiles Junction, he could have hit Alan Wiles Junction.
That's true. We could have sung about you.
It's just that I got the song in my head. Actually, I'll tell you this. I do have a parody of the
Oh,
song.
he is going to be a Getz. Okay. Wow. We can talk to him. Did
Hi.
you ever watch that video?
Well, he does talk to me. He responds to
He
most of
does
my
respond to
comments.
your
We talk about
comments.
cars
I
now and then.
know.
Now, I'm not. I mean, if he would remember Anthony Dodge Mile Train Outsider, I would be amazed. But he does respond to my comments.
Eric went for "You're so bad. You really think the song,
Song
is
is about you. You're so
I started that very badly. Oh, sugar.
No, I actually have a parody of
Give away
Lola.
the dead parrot.
I do have a parody
Oh,
of
you
Lola
do?
in the works.
I know he's been writing.
I met it at a club. Yeah, but I met them at a club down at Bob's Garage, or however I started it.
Everard would grow your hair and make you look 40 years younger, like you were in the 80s.
That one throws me.
Yeah, he says, hey, I don't know if that's something we didn't understand. We did understand the dead parrot sketch, however.
Like I looked in the 80s. Oh, now I'm with it. Why would he
okay.
do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, I like Everard Junction. I think he's an awesome channel.
Mm-hmm. Lot
And
of
I
talent.
loved it about 3 years ago when Richard Watson did some bits with him, and you really got to see him off the camera. You know, because the first time I heard Everard Junction in a video, I thought, damn, that guy sounds like a nasty.
Buy and where is Jean?
Jean is working.
Ah,
Jean's on a bus right now.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
it would be funny if Jean were listening in while he's on the bus.
That
Jean!
would be funny. And it wouldn't be that crazy either. You know when it's going to be delivered?
Yeah, I'll respond to that. That's the
Okay.
fluorine, yeah.
Yeah.
The fluorine's coming. The fluorine's
Yay,
coming.
good. The drunk passenger ship.
Yep.
Yeah, he absolutely is. This time of night.
Oh, I don't need a photo of a garage. I just, it's just a
Efo's
song I'm
leaving?
working on. It's just a song I am working on.
Hi, Efo.
Bye, Evo. Take care.
How is he leaving? People are just saying bye, Efo. I was just jumping on. Yeah, it must be up there. Sleepy time. Okay, gotcha.
Dead parrot sketch, sleepy time.
Yep.
This
okay.
pet is no more.
Yes.
Right.
He's deceased.
Right
It's a
now,
deceased
I'm
bird.
done writing Matt Clarke. I finished writing Matt Clarke
Right.
weeks ago. It's
You're just working on
producing-
voices. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I now have. There's 19 episodes. Originally it was 18, but I combined one episode to make it 17 episodes. Then I split and rewrote parts of others and expanded it back out to 19. But I have episode 14 is already loaded for release.
Hey, Rail Yard. Welcome back.
Well, he does a live stream. He said at 4:30.
Well, he must
Did he only
be,
go an hour?
He must be done.
Bing.
That's funny, Sean. Yes, I am watching.
Oh, that's Mark.
Oh, it's Mark. Okay.
Okay.
Time for a top up. You go, Mick.
The answer to your question is no, Mark. No. But I'm not in that close circle. But yeah, we have. I've got quite a few songs in the tank. In fact, 2 we were supposed to do and never got around to doing because you got sick about that time, and then it became Matt Clarke time, and that was when you got sick for that week at the beginning of the year.
Always nice to see you, dude. Wi-Fi's getting
All right,
funky.
good night, Andy. Hot
Wi-Fi
Dog Pilot
says,
Andy
time
version.
to go to bed.
Well, it is 10:30 over there. It's 11:30 on the continent side.
Yep.
But yeah, we.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to 11:30 tonight.
We've got a few songs that I just have been working on, but everything's been about get Matt Clarke done. I wanted Matt Clarke done before we went to Germany. Matt Clarke had always been January to mid-May.
Still not back in full voice.
I didn't start I didn't start writing what is the current version. But lots of fun stuff because Randall, if you guys didn't know, Randall Ellison here, that's Fredo Bagino.
Right.
Randall Ellison here is Fredo Bagino.
He's making an awesome Fredo Bagino.
The assassin, Altieri, is David Williams, the Welsh chef. Sal Dressing, the ranch guy, is Artie from Aus America. And
yeah, he was a late addition.
And then Alan Wiles is not featured himself, but his line of labbies is all over Big Gulch.
Indeed.
If you could get the one where his labby first shows up, where Smokey is talking to Goliath before Cog shows up, I forget what scene that is. It might have been scene 7, scene 8. But you can read Lord Owl's Labby on it, but then if you read, it says Lord Owl's Labby's Alan Wiles, proprietor, number 2 Dung Lane, Big Gulch.
And yes, too, on the big screen, I couldn't see it. Split Rock, I think it's done in 18?
19.
19?
There are 19 episodes.
Had to go to 19.
And the last one will be another 20-minute marathon, like all. Series 1 was 18 episodes, but the last 2 were 20 minutes each, and the last 4 were all 15 minutes or longer. Series 2 was 23 episodes, with many of them being 10 to 12 minutes long, and the finale being 20 minutes long. This one, the episodes are actually relatively short. They've been in the 6 to 10 minute range, with one episode being 12.
Yeah, Johnny Rivers on the map, yeah. I heard the final episode would perform live. That would be hard to do.
Oh my God, I could not.
I don't think so. That's something.
Now, Smokey, I'm tired of you and your fourth wall break.
Thomas.
Oh, it's all a bunch of horse poop. No, let the little nipple be. You know how hard it would be to bounce through all
back
those
and
voices?
forth. Ouch. So,
Hey,
Tom.
Märklin Trains Layout. How you
Welcome,
doing?
welcome. Will there be a prequel? We don't know how you would do a prequel. Maybe when Matt met Lil? I don't know.
See, that's one of the things, which, again, there's a very small element that really cares about my Matt Clarke stuff. And most of you hear me talk about, like, shut up, I don't care about the Matt Clarke stuff. But to me, it's my favorite stuff I do and put on, I love the live streaming, but I don't create anything.
Freight Train is a new 218.
The Freight Train is the new 218, right?
Yep. All done an interpretive dance. Well, Thomas.
No, Miss Guy.
Thomas, make your way down to Toledo.
We could get this channel X-rated. We could get this channel X-rated if we just went into Silas and Daisy mode.
Oh, for sure.
Not now, Ms. Cockett.
Silas. I can't imagine why now it's not a good time, sugar. All right, answer if it's Devin.
It says Lisa.
Lisa?
Hello.
Who's Lisa?
Hi, Anthony. It's Lisa with Board Savvy. Did you get my text about scheduling your LL flooring delivery?
Yeah, I just did, but I'm actually in the middle of a show I run internationally, so I'm going to have to call you back later. Seriously, you are now live on air. You are now live on air to 3 continents.
Wow, well, I will let you get back to that very important thing and then shoot me a text if that works for you.
Yes, it does work. I'll tell you right now, it works.
Okay.
All right.
It does. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
How to scare someone on the telephone.
Yes, Tom, that is the new 218. Yep.
Yeah, Randall is correct.
You watch Matt Black? Well, there are all kinds of names. I could have changed his name looking back, but I wanted the Matt Clarke, which is, again, if you don't know, it was an actual TV show. Matt Clarke, Railroad Detective, was an actual TV show. Actually, the TV show, as Randall will tell you, was called
Mac, what's
Tales
your
of the
number?
Century, featuring Matt Clarke, Railroad Detective.
It's Extended Vehicle Award.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, that one I would have kept them on air, and you guys would have seen my really dark humor in action.
For sure. Bob's Pizza Party. And Funeral Parlor.
Bob's Pizza Parlor and Funeral Home. Will this be carry-in or carry-out? Bob's Auto Parts and Blue Chip Diner, where the grease is never wasted. All right, Leslie,
All
you
right,
have a good
Leslie.
night. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yep, you take care.
Always an honor to have you here.
Mhm.
But, no, the, like,
But
oh
Rock,
my God.
I think you need to write your own. Really, I do.
Who, right what?
Thomas. He should write his own. He's giving you lots of suggestions.
Yeah, he always wants me to do it, but
I
the
know.
problem
Do
is,
your own.
Thomas, I hope this doesn't come out the wrong way, but the minute somebody else suggests it, I throw it out the window, because if I do any creative writing, it had to be my idea. That's why I always tell people, if you have an idea that you want a Matt Clarke, don't tell me, because the minute, or anything else, because the minute
Okay.
you suggest it,
Tom
I throw it out.
wants the part number for the blue 218.
It is 78770.
Or you could just put it on screen. That's even easier.
What number does it say?
You are correct. I'm just saying, put it on screen.
78770.
Muppet Dolls.
No, but McCarville, again, I bought your models, and I will be buying more soon. I'm not working on it yet. I probably won't work on it until, because I got to make some
Oh.
space to put it.
We
but I've been
sure
buying your
wish it would go viral. You could share this with your friends, all of you. That would be nice.
What?
He says, you don't want to cut any of us out of the millions you're making of the series in syndication. So tell your friends. But you already got another beer, Mick. Keep it
No,
going, bud.
I have a couple of pictures I could send you, Michael, and say someday. But basically, what I need is like a two-story,
He needs a
large corner
TikTok
building.
channel.
A two-story large corner building that would be
Oh,
like a
buddy, we
hotel or
don't
something
do
like that.
TikTok. 770 is not on the Märklin list? That's where you got it from.
It's Roco.
Yeah, it's a Roco.
It's a Roco. It's not Märklin. It's a Roco. Did you say Märklin?
No, this is not on the Märklin site. Yeah, a model. Yeah, he got it from Lipa, and it's a Roco.
Yeah, come on, the box. Come on, Tom. It's the blue box, man. Blue box with the orange Roco on it.
And not the British Roco.
No, that's Piko.
Pico, gotcha.
British Piko is P-E-C-O.
I knew
German
they were-
Piko is P-I-K-O.
Piko.
Although a lot of my friends call it Piko. No, it's Piko.
Daisy and Donna Lockett star the only sepia tone fans page.
Only some. Actually, Lil. I don't think anybody wants to see more of Donna Lott.
Yeah, Daisy
I
and
take
Lil.
great umbrage at that.
Well,
I think I have quite the body for a woman of my age.
Especially
She's-
after just giving birth.
She was able to get it on with Sheriff Buck Dannon and show him a trick or two. No, well, you were asking. I showed
no
you.
worries, Tom. No worries. He's just showing it to you. Oh, yeah, no, there is nowhere else for track. I mean, we're obviously going to have to go up. But then Anthony's using up for to store his logo.
Yeah, a lot of things are up. No, I've got to clear a shelf.
Yeah, we gotta buy a bigger house.
I've got a spot picked over here, but I got 2 things to get rid of. But I've got a place over here that's going to be the big gulch diorama. The problem is I still need it. I can design it myself on CAD, a really simplistic design, because I can't design. But I need the itchy cross, and I need the filthy glass saloon. Your buildings are going to be...
Oh, sold out at Lipa. Yeah, Anthony always pre-orders everything.
I bought the last one.
Well, you pre-ordered it, didn't you?
No, this was wish list.
Oh, okay then. So
And they had it on the wish
maybe
list.
did buy the last
I bought
one.
the last one.
Oops. Well,
Oops.
not oops for Anthony, but...
Well, I just lost a subscriber. There
Yeah,
you go.
sorry.
Sorry.
Didn't know. Anyway, if you haven't hit the like button, we just need 3 more to get up to 50.
A like for each breast. Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't know about that mutant part of you.
Wow.
That would really get us the views.
I did know somebody who did have extra ones.
Yes.
They're over at Reynolds.
Indeed.
Yeah, try AJC Kids, agreed.
Yeah, well, Tom knows all the
Ooh,
shops.
too, that's
Trust
nice.
me.
Yeah,
Tom
he does.
knows all the shops.
Yeah. I mean, you know, better prices?
Best of the price.
Better price?
Oh, we're up to 49. Yeah, we'll get something.
One more.
Lost 1, gained 2. That's the way it is.
Yeah, it is.
1 step backwards, 2 step
Yeah,
forwards.
you sure do.
And then fall down over a crack.
Yep. And break your mother's back.
Tom, like I need more 218s. See, that's what I'm saying. Tom, you should tell people here about the size of your collection.
Oh.
And the only reason his collection isn't as big as it could be is because he's got that other collection. You guys need to check out not only Tom's YouTube channel, but you need to check out his Facebook stuff if he wants to put a link to his Facebook stuff here, because he does all kinds of model cars that he sells when he's not hoarding them. How many did you say you had in your basement or in storage, Tom? How many of those cars? I don't want to give away your numbers, but there you
Wow.
go, 35,000
Oh, my
model
goodness.
cars.
That's pretty crazy.
All
Ah,
right,
come on.
people, Mick needs to get to 100.
Mick just needs 7.
He needs
So,
7.
Daisy's asking you nicely to go over and visit Mick. Give him a line.
And if you get
Yeah, we
Mick
do.
over 100 by the end of the stream, Daisy will say something rude to the men of sex. Oh my God, I can't wait. Perhaps my favorite line up until I finally filmed it. My favorite line was, my whole favorite bit in all of Series 3 was Daisy's rules to go in.
Yes.
But Smokey's little rant at the end of episode 12, that's the best one yet. Sure, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Hey, Mick's buying.
Well, now I got to go to his channel and see how he's doing.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
Click,
You make me say.
right click. Dudes. How come it doesn't offer open link in new channel?
Go to channel.
Yeah, but if I do, it'll take me off this page.
Yeah. So
I don't
open
want to
up-
go off that page. That's my YouTube
so go
live stream
to
bit.
new
I'll go to my subscribers and
Oh,
do it that way.
fine.
Jeez.
Woo!
Nag.
Mick Smith has 1,000 wagons. We're rolling stock. That's nice. You gave me 2. That's all right. I gave him 2 too. I have my work email on.
Yeah, I actually lost a subscriber when I retired.
Yeah, he lost himself.
I was subscribed to myself from my school account.
Yeah, nobody has to give us more than one. One is fine.
Speak for yourself. They can create multiple accounts. I want to break that 1,500 now.
Well, there's that.
And then I will ignore my numbers until somebody says
Start
you're
getting
closing on
interesting
2,000,
again.
and I'm like, I will never.
How could that happen?
I will not get near 2,000. I'm shocked. I'm this close to 1,500. There's a lot of people on acid out there.
That's
There he
good.
is.
So, yeah, make yourself. Go for it. Put yourself up there. Give your links. We all like it.
Oh, we only got him to 94, so he's only gained 1.
Yeah, he's gained 1. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, guys.
Probably
let's
because
be a little
everybody
more
here's already
supportive.
subscribed to him.
Yeah, probably.
Come on, you cheapskates, let's go.
Oh, that's her age.
Who's what?
Randall says, I'm not smart enough to make multiple accounts, but his niece, on the other hand, is a whiz. Yeah. Mick, paste your link.
Who?
Mick. Isn't that who we're trying to get up to?
Oh, yeah, duh, that would help. No, I could do it.
Okay, Anthony's going to paste your link.
I'm telling people, well, because they're all moderators, they can all just click on go to channel.
They can go to channel and click and all that kind of shit. But
All right, we'll do it the hard way. Copy,
yeah, I agree. You don't need no one.
paste. Bing.
Enter.
There. If you're not
There he is.
subscribed to Mick, subscribe to Mick, and then immediately click on a video and hit like, and that will appease the YouTube gods.
Indeed.
All right, getting really weak. All right, you take care, Eric.
Randall did it. Good job, Randall. Okay, Eric, you take care of yourself. Nice that you came in, but take care of yourself.
Only here for the beer.
Oh. Well, as long as you supply your own, it's a good
Well,
deal.
I got a couple still in the fridge. You want to get
Yeah,
them?
I don't
Actually,
know.
they're probably
Wanna
starting to go.
look at
I
them?
had one last weekend. I think they were going a little skanky.
Oh, are they? That's not good. But yeah, you can't sub twice. That's all right.
That's right. You can. All right, what are we doing for dinner tonight?
That's
by
a
the way?
great question.
Steak and steak.
We can give them a whirl. They tend to screw up our order.
They keep screwing up somebody's each.
Yeah, every time somebody's just messed up.
Well, everybody's been screwing up lately.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tom. Thanks for popping in. You need to sell some model cars.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
about
it, Tom.
35,000 of them. Computer 2 is already subbed as well.
Nice.
Because, yeah, I was subbed to a lot of people through my work account, and when I retired, they canceled
They
it. So
closed
everybody,
it. Yeah, your
everybody
accounts are
lost
closed.
one sub from me.
Oops.
Everybody lost one sub from me at one point. At least all the people because I would watch. Well, like I would watch Chris from work.
Okay. Sorry. You really need to do that memorial. Maybe just do it yourself. Just put stickers on all your cards.
Well, the problem is Stephen J. Price and I and Brian from Angel Share were all working on it, and then they kind of let me take the lead on it, and then Tom happened,
Yeah,
and we have just never got back.
Yay, 50! Huzzah!
Oh, we got the 50 likes. How about that?
Yay!
And I'm sure we'll get to that random dislike.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my streams 3 weeks ago now has 3 dislikes on it.
3?
3!
Wow.
56 likes, 3 dislikes on
Wow.
the live stream. It
50,
didn't
50,
have,
50, 50,
it had
50,
0
50.
dislikes.
Oh, it's down to 49.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's why you never celebrate.
49, 49, 49, 49, 49.
Number 9.
Buddy.
Number 9. Number 9.
Buddy, buddy,
Number
buddy.
9. Number 9.
48.
And now 48. Now they're taking off,
Oh,
see?
no, they're leaving us. Sugar.
Not anymore.
Yeah, fine.
Some people
Only
are just.
3.
Some people are just.
It's getting close.
90. I got 99. Come on, one more. We
One
need one more sub
we
for
need
Mick. One more sub for
Come
Mick.
on, we can do it. So we're back to 50.
Oh,
you guys screwing with us?
Of course.
Probably Jean, right?
We did that.
Oh, yeah.
We would do that on a couple of channels. We would all take off. We used to do that to Chris and everybody. Take off all the dislikes. I mean, look at that. Look at Mick's shirt.
Yeah, really.
That's my man.
Oh, for sure. That makes you just that much more our people, Mick.
Mick's wearing the right shirt. I should go grab mine real fast. We've been on this video for a while, but let's
Wiener
go to
Schnitzel.
Come on, do it for Mick.
Doing it.
You never walk alone, Mick.
Right.
Never.
Right.
You never walk alone. Oh, that probably got 2 people to take their subs back.
Oh, forget it.
Up the Reds. You never walk alone.
Up the Reds. That doesn't sound friendly.
No, that's cheers. Go. Up the Reds. Wer hat mein Wiener Schnitzel ruiniert?
Ruined. Is
Yeah.
that right? Okay, that's a word I didn't know.
That's Ami Deutsch.
Gotcha.
Geschlottet.
Ooh, 52. Just to be sure.
Stop counting.
I'm not. I'm
Stop
done.
counting.
I'm done.
I
I'm done.
really.
Oh.
You care more about the
we
likes
get
than I
to-
do.
We are going to get Wiener Schnitzel. We should pop down to Delmenhorst.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take a train
just
with
take
Jean-Claude.
John with us.
Yeah.
And I'll introduce him to
Yes.
Schnitzel Arts.
I'm with you.
Yep.
I agree. That's totally
So,
happening.
John, when you rewatch this, we're taking you down to Delmenhorst.
We're taking it down to Delmenhorst to get some Schnitzel Schweizer Art.
So, yeah, Wiener, yeah.
Schnitzel Schweizer Art.
Yep. Turn me on, dead man. Turn me
Let's
on,
get the
dead man, turn me
286.
on, dead man.
286 what?
Is that in that? I've never listened all the way through.
No, they always claimed it was Turn Me On Dead Man. It's all the famous things about
Gotcha.
Revolution 9.
Because how many times could you listen to number 9?
Number 9.
Number 9. Turn it off!
There's a
Turn
guitar
it
riff in
off!
there. There's actually some music in it with all the collage of chants and everything.
Turn it off!
But it was John Lennon being influenced by Yoko Ono.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And it was garbage. Like everything
All right,
Yoko did.
see ya, Mark.
All right, hey, Mark.
Oh,
Before
wait.
you leave, Donegal Dad, I need to know when you're going to talk about what you showed me so I can talk about it. Boy, doesn't that sound kinky.
A little bit.
Raymond, there is all kinds of Wiener Schnitzel in Germany.
Oh, sure there
my
is.
goodness.
Although we're also going to Wien, so we will get
So we're getting
authentic
official. We're
Wiener
getting
Schnitzel.
authentic Wiener Schnitzel because we're going to Wien to.
All right, see ya, Mark. Thanks for coming in. Next Friday's video. Mike. Sorry, I did
Next
call you
Friday's
Mike. I know
video.
that.
All right.
All right, that's good. Thank you.
Later, Mike. Yeah, he's Mike, not Mark.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, you knew that. That's why you said Mark.
I know, but I knew it. I'm sorry.
Good cover.
I do it to my students too. No, I know that. I know it's Michael McCarville. Yeah, I do too. And
The
it is a
White
skip
Album
track.
has some of the Beatles' best songs and some of their absolute crappiest. That is an album that should have had like at least half of one side removed. But like, if you ever watch Joyce sing my parody version of "Happiness Is a Warm Gun,"
We need to redo it. We were
yeah, she
messing
wants
up
to redo the
part.
middle 8. She wants to redo the middle 8.
Anthony skipped the syllable.
Happiness.
It was very stressful. He
I
kept
think it was very
yelling
clever
at.
how we took
He
the
kept
bang
yelling
bang.
at me.
I think it was clever how we took the bang bang shoot
Yeah.
shoot and turned it into
Choo choo.
choo 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 choo. Happiness
Yeah.
is a new train.
Choo 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 choo
Choo choo choo choo.
Yeah.
Happiness is a warm train.
Bust that myth for you.
Yep. Wiener Schnitzel everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yep. See, Schnitzel itself,
Right.
along with bratwurst, are probably the two most common meat meals throughout
In
the
Deutschland.
German-speaking
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And Wiener Schnitzel is just the Viennese style, which is
Right.
and it gets translated as breaded, but proper Wiener Schnitzel is batter dipped, not bread coated.
Anthony has researched this.
Proper Wiener Schnitzel is batter dipped.
Oh, Freedom chocolate cake? You don't like the Germans?
Oh, don't even go there. But
Ooh, you can keep the sauerkraut.
yeah, we don't like sauerkraut.
They put it in. They mix it in with noodles, which I thought was fascinating because my mom served sauerkraut, and we did not put it in noodles. We ate it with usually pork and mashed potatoes, and I didn't.
All right, well,
Isn't that time, isn't it?
is getting that time to start
All
shutting her
right,
down.
I'll turn
and-
down these two guys. Okay, I'll turn down this one.
Did he
guy.
get to 100? Because the stream's about. We gotta see. Did he get there? Did he get there? One last check on the tote board. One last check on the tote board. Nope, still at 99. I tried, Mick. I tried and failed.
Well, okay, but there's still time.
Oh, no wonder I accidentally hit the shunt mode on
Is
the
there
ME4.
sweet kraut? No, there is a kraut.
Is there sweet kraut?
Oh, that is off.
Get me liquored up and you'll find out.
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, not that one. That button. What do you mean? What are you doing? Why are you...
Oh, wow, it was thinking. Do you have anything on here?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be able to find it. You should
Yeah.
be able to find it.
Oh, it is to think about it, too.
It's now doing it. This is all part of Windows crap. Is when you take it off screen, it no longer. Yeah, you gotta hit all those
Yeah,
beep bops.
I know.
Okay.
Jeez, you think I don't pay attention?
Yes.
Really?
No. Bauernfrühstück, farmer's breakfast. Well, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, once again, many of you have actually wasted 2.5 hours of your life.
We're part of that.
With us.
Yep.
We're honored.
Mm-hmm.
Sad for you, but honored for ourselves.
Sometimes you question your taste, but
I refuse to be a member of a club that would have me as a member, right? That's sort of the reviews.
yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, just support each other's channels, everybody. Go out there, have fun with the hobby, stay there.
Yep.
Oh, wait, did it happen? Did it happen?
Did
Somebody said, I got you.
Did it make it?
Somebody just chimed in.
Gotta refresh. We've had your page up.
Oh, it's at 100. Daisy has to say something rude.
Yay! Oh my God, what am I saying rude?
I don't think it's something rude and put in Daisy's voice. It doesn't have to be dirty. It just had to be rude.
Well, y'all, oh my God, I can't do it, Daisy. Hit the like button, gentlemen. Well, y'all rude buggers. Y'all need to be better than that. And make sure you always hit the like button. Or
You want to get us a few more likes? You want to get us a few more likes? Threaten a spanking. But that wouldn't be rude.
And Anthony says, no, he's not. So, anyway, Daisy says,
On behalf of myself
you
and...
can get me later, baby.
Wow, you just did that.
What X-rated. So, anyway.
You just did that on camera.
I know.
Oh, you're in trouble
Because
now.
it was rude.
Oh, you were still
was
being
being
rude.
Daisy.
That wasn't rude.
It wasn't to you.
I don't think that was rude to anybody. That was dirty. That wasn't rude.
Say bye.
All right. On behalf of the wife who is now going into YouTube prison, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen
Choose.
and happy trains. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
We will see you on
I'm
other
going to try to do
streams.
my video this weekend.